Hello, hello, Givebutter fam. It is so good to see you all. Y'all, we are in for a treat today, okay? Y'all were talking about how do we go deep in our Giving Tuesday campaign? How do we learn more? Well, listen, I have got success team extraordinaire, okay? Kait Cogswell on this call, and we are about to go deep, y'all. So before we get anything started, you already know the drill. Make sure your chat is hitting to chat everyone and not just hosts and panelists. And I want to see your name, where you're calling from, and I want one gratitude, okay? Your name, where you're calling from, and what is one gratitude you have. We're about to go into the Giving Tuesday season. Y'all already know it's going to be crazy. So I want you to be reflecting on what are you grateful for. So your name, where you're calling from, and one gratitude. Put it in the chat, y'all. Make sure you're chatting to everyone and not just hosts and panelists. And let's see it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Beth, come on, Beth. Austin, Texas from your health. I know that's right. Come on. Jocelyn, hello. Heather's calling. Angela, Beth, Randy. I love it, love it, love it. Tyrion from San Francisco. Y'all, I love this. Danny from Indiana. I love this. Victoria. I love this. Lee, you're grateful for your 6-year-old grandson. I'm grateful for your 6-year-old grandson too. I don't even know, but I'm just grateful. I love that. Katie from Denver, grateful for my kids and are back to school after being sick. Come on. I woke up with a little bit of sniffle this morning, so I know that life. Jody Williams, you're grateful for the amazing people in my life. I love that. Y'all keep putting it in the chat. Where are you calling from? What is your name? Where are you calling from? And what are you grateful for today? Amy from LA is grateful that this is not my first rodeo. I heard that. Come on, somebody. Aloha from Hawaii. Hello, aloha. Y'all, I am so excited to be chatting with you all today. I'm so excited that we get to dive a little bit deeper. We are 13 days away from Giving Tuesday. Y'all, 13 days away. Kait, can you believe it? We're already here this quickly.
It sneaks up on me every year and we do the most to prep. So excited, so ready.
I can't wait. Kait, what are you grateful for? What is one thing you're grateful for?
I am calling in from Syracuse, New York, and I am grateful for our first snowfall last night.
Wow.
My 11-month-old son got to experience the snow this morning for the first time, and that was magical. So grateful for that.
I love that. I love that. I am grateful for, I'm calling from Manhattan, so I'm a little bit lower than you are.
Yes, you are.
But I just went to this amazing Caribbean restaurant for lunch. Ooh. And it was so good. It was so good. That's getting me through. And then of course, being here with all of you today, y'all, we're here. We're doing the things. I'm calling from New York, as you all know. I'm our community and partnerships lead here at Givebutter. I love working with you all, small organizations. And if you didn't know, I am an Enneagram 3, okay? If you don't know, look it up. You can see, okay, does it fit? Does it not fit? And we are joined by the wonderful Kait. Kait, you want to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. I am Kait Cogswell calling in from upstate Syracuse, New York. I am the customer success team lead here at Givebutter, and I have a soft spot for education-focused nonprofits. That's where my nonprofit career was really centered, and that's what really tugs at my heartstrings. And, riffing on your personality test, Enneagram, I'm a Myers-Briggs INFJ. So if y'all know your Myers-Briggs type, you can drop it in the chat, but that's mine.
I love that. I love that. Y'all, you are in for a treat today, okay? We are going to be diving deep into all things Giving Tuesday. Oh, Julie's an ENTJ. Come on, somebody. I love that. We are going to be diving into all things Giving Tuesday, talking about campaigns. Right now, y'all going to never believe this. We have almost 400 applications for Givebutter Gives Back, and I am so excited, y'all. The campaigns are better than ever. Everyone is bringing it, and I'm so excited because today we are going to do a little bit of a deep dive to talk a little bit more about what is setting people apart from the pack. How can you apply for that $5,000? We're also giving away more than just $5,000. We're giving away $50,000 in total, so you can win a most creative prize. You can win a most active prize. So we're going to dive a little bit deep into that, and we're going to go over some of the campaigns that won last year. And then we're gonna do some live campaign review. Y'all, we are one big fam at this point, okay? So y'all submitted some of your campaigns. So we're gonna look at your campaigns live. We're gonna look at them, we're gonna talk about them. If we have some time and you wanna drop your own campaign in the chat, we might be able to go over them as well. We're gonna do a live Q&A so we can hear directly from you all if you have any specific questions before the big day. But then remember, we're gonna talk about this towards the end, but this is not all. We want you to be so prepared. So tomorrow, we actually have another deep dive that is just focused with Kait's team. And Kait, do you want to tell them a little bit more about what that's going to entail?
Yes, absolutely. So today's webinar is focused on best practices from last year, what was wonderful about campaigns then, and then the campaign review now. Tomorrow's is really going to be focused in on the nitty gritty. How do we implement those best practices in your Givebutter account to improve each and every one of your campaigns for Giving Tuesday? And then the bulk of our time will be that live campaign review. So if you did not already submit a campaign for us to review today, or we don't get to it, or you're not quite ready yet, we always have tomorrow. So definitely sign up for that as well. And that will be hosted with my colleague, Holly, and myself. Same time tomorrow.
Love it. So let's start the process with a poll, y'all. A poll, y'all. See, let me stop. I can't sing about anything. But let's start with the poll, guys. I want to hear, how prepared do you feel about your Giving Tuesday campaign? We're going to go ahead and launch this poll right now. And I want to see, how do you feel? Do you feel totally unprepared? Help, come on. I hope y'all don't feel that way, because we got playbooks, we got things, we got a lot of things to do. Are you just getting started? Are we getting there? Do you feel prepared but not completely confident, prepared and you're going to crush Giving Tuesday? I want to see, where are you at? So go ahead and take this poll. Let's see. Oh, we have about 60% of y'all answer this question. Where the rest of y'all at? Come on now. Love it. Da, na, 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 da, na, na, da, da. Da, 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 da. Y'all, let me see. All right, we're gonna stop in just a few more seconds. There's still like 20 of you left who have not voted. I don't know. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. We can't see who you are individually. Okay. Let's see it. All right, let's go ahead and end the poll. So it says that it's a little bit of a mix. Some of you are totally unprepared, which been there, don't worry. Some of you are getting there in the process. The three of you who said you're prepared and you're going to crush Giving Tuesday, point yourselves out, because we might have to call on you so you can give some tips out. But my hope is that by the end of this session, you'll be able to climb your way on up that scale and feel a little bit more prepared, and also don't forget, y'all, we have all of the resources. If you go to givebutter.com/Giving Tuesday, you'll be able to see all of the resources that we have and so much more. We got playbooks, we got past webinars, we got past events that you could go and check out. Everything you want and so much more can be found on that page. So make sure you check it out. Obviously, everything that we're talking about today, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention again that we're giving away $50,000 for this Giving Tuesday. Okay, when this session is over, make sure you go and check out this slides. You can click this link, or again, go to givebutter.com/Giving Tuesday, and you'll be able to apply for one of our giveaways. Y'all, again, I am so excited. We have some of the best campaigns I have ever seen since working at Givebutter who've applied this year. But I want you to know that it's not just one, okay? We have over 20 most active campaign awards we're gonna give away. We have 8 most creative campaigns that we're gonna give away. So you can be one of them. Don't count yourself out. So many times we're like, Giving Tuesday is so crowded, I can't do it anyway. No. You can. We are creating a new tide. We're creating a new opportunity, and it's for you. So make sure you apply. Make sure you get your campaign and get your organization in the running. All right. So let's dive on deep. Let's get this part. You ready, Kait? You want to talk about some of these campaigns?
I am so ready. Let's jump right in.
Let's do it. So one of the campaigns that won most creative last year was the Unscripted Project. And I love the Unscripted Project for so many reasons. And y'all are gonna be able to dive deep and check this out. But they are a small organization based out of Philadelphia. They provide innovative improv and storytelling sessions for youth in classrooms. And so I think what I wanna do is I actually wanna just jump in so you guys can see the campaign for yourselves. Can you see my screen, Kate?
We can see it. Looks beautiful.
So I love this campaign for so many reasons. And what we're going to do, again, this is super informal. So Kate, when you see something that stands out to you, definitely feel free to jump in. But some of the things that I love, obviously, they started with an innovative video. I can't stress enough the importance of video, right? Like, I can't tell you enough about how important video is, getting people, capturing their attention. Of course, this can be an image if you would like it to be, but again, they say, what did they say? A picture's worth 1,000 words, but a video, that must be worth 1,000,000, y'all. So make sure if you have the capacity, do your best to bring in video into your campaign. Another thing that I love is that they have their progress bar, and you can see their supporters getting involved and whatnot directly on the campaign page. What else pops out to you,
Yeah,
Kate?
absolutely. So one thing I want to highlight about the Unscripted Project as well is that it was also an event. So they did host, some live content on the day of, which was so powerful and really engaging their supporters on Giving Tuesday, standing out from, we talk about the crowded room on Giving Tuesday, and there is room for everybody, but we want to stand out. So getting folks engaged day of is so important as well.
100%. Y'all, also, while I'm showing you this campaign page, y'all, I want you to pop into the chat. If there's something that pops out to you that you really like in this page, pop it out. Remember, we are all in this together. We are a Givebutter fam. Whether you win most creative campaign or not, if you raise money, if you reach your goal, come on, somebody, we all win, okay? So if you see something in there that pops out to you, make sure you point it out. One thing that I want to highlight here is look at this impact and this donation progress section here. So one thing that I really love, and when you check out this and you all look at it a little bit deeper, look at their impact levels, okay? They have 20, okay, come on, Kat says, I love the tiers. That's so exactly, showing what the, Kat, come up, we have to call you up now too. Come on, somebody. But one thing that I love here is that, look, they went from $25 to $65 to $130. But if you check and you look at the video, because there's a video associated with this as well, it is not random, okay? So you can see $65 specifically goes to 1 hour of improv class with the Unscripted founders, okay?
So I
Go
do
ahead,
think,
Kate.
Floyd, not to cut you off here, but I think that those gifts, these were actually benefits that donors received for their gifts at those levels. So if you gave a $25 gift, you got a sticker for your laptop. If you gave 65, you got that improv class. So beyond just showing the impact, because it shows the impact there, but they're also sweetening that pot. They're making sure that their donors are also receiving something as well.
I love that. And it became a collaborative process. It was like, hey, you're going to sponsor, look, $65 sponsors one student's improv education for an entire semester. And because you do that, we're going to do this for you. You now get another session with us. You now can have this. And I'm not saying, y'all, that you need to do something. Like, a lot of times your donors are going to get involved regardless if they have a gift or not. However, the thing that I love is that they're a relatively new organization and they're building and creating space for community to take place, okay? They're creating space for community to take place, and they allow other people to get involved directly. And I think that goes a long way. Another thing is that they also had an event like Kait was talking about. So they put the details of the event. It was here in NYC. Come on, somebody come and visit me. But they had the event details directly on their campaign page. And also they made room for corporate matching here as well. So if someone wanted to make a corporate gift, they created space and made it very easy. One of the things that we always talk about, yes, they will be a recording, Michael. Great question. And by the way, y'all, don't forget to use the Q&A section. Okay, I already see a ton of questions coming in here, which I love. So keep using the Q&A section if you can, just so we can remember. So do the donors know they need to reduce their taxable donation by the cost? That's a great question.
I can take that one. Yeah.
Yes,
so just for everyone who's not looking at chat, Burning Quality Life Solutions Inc. had asked, when you get something for a donation, obviously, that's not fully a donation at that point. So only a portion of that might be tax deductible, depending on your situation. We definitely recommend that if you are a nonprofit, you are putting any sort of tax information that your donors need in that custom thank you message in the receipt. So for every Givebutter campaign in your campaign settings, you can customize that thank you message that goes out on the receipt emails automatically, and you can include any of that additional information in that space.
Love that. Thank you, Kait. Another thing that I really wanted to highlight here is that they made it really easy for people to get involved. Like, they put this section for the corporates to get involved. They put this section for their donors to understand their impact and how much they're getting, how much progress they're making. And they even put a link of their annual report directly in the page. So all these different things are making it really easy, for people to get involved, really easy for organizations to spread the word and their donors to spread the word. And that's what I always tell people: make it easy, okay? People want to support you. People want to be a blessing, but make it easy, okay? Don't create 1,000 different barriers for them to get involved. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it confusing. Show them, here's what I need you to do. Here's how you can help. Here's what it's going to make here's how it's going to make an impact, okay? Are there any other thoughts you have on this, Kait?
Little nitty gritty point here. For those of you who are considering using video, I just want to highlight that there are 3 different places on your campaign page or event where you can add that video content. So it can be up in that cover area as a cover video. You can have a video down in the story section. You can have as many videos down there as you want. And you can also embed videos via our YouTube integration in campaign updates posted to that supporter feed. And if you're using Engage through Givebutter, those can also be emailed out to your supporters as well. So definitely, even if you're not sure that you have like a great video you want to use for that cover section, maybe you want to put something a little bit more informal in your story section. Maybe you want to take some videos during the day and post those as campaign updates, just little like 30 seconds, something you might put on social media. That can be a great way to keep people engaged day of.
100%. Love that. Love that. All right, let's keep the party going, y'all. How do y'all feel? How'd y'all think that was? That was great. Put it in the chat if you liked it, y'all. All right, so let's keep going. We talked about this. Okay, another organization that we want to highlight is Not Today. I love the Not Today organization. They ended up raising over $35,000 from 86 different supporters. So let's take a look at their campaign. So this is their original goal, by the way, was $25,000. But when they surpassed their goal, they created space to expand. And they said, hey, we already surpassed our goal. Let's try to raise more, which I actually think is a great idea. A lot of times people are like, well, what if we reach our goal? Then what do we do? I always say, if you surpass your goal, invite people in to do even more. Invite them in and say, hey, we have more work to do. Come and partner with us, and you will be surprised to see how many people are able to jump in and want to support you. I love the picturing. And then one thing I want to point out, y'all, is they utilized team member fundraising for their campaigns, which is something that's so good. And a lot of times we get stressed out during Giving Tuesday and other big giving days because we put all of the burden on our own shoulders. And we're like, I got to do this all by myself. How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to raise the money? You don't have to do it by yourself. If you've ever heard me talk, you know what I say, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, go together, okay? If you want to go fast, go by yourself. And if you want to go far, go together, which is all the reason why we're here talking today, okay? We're trying to go forward, okay? But they relied on their community. They asked their community to make pages. Great question, Jessica. It's gonna be in the slide deck, okay? You're gonna get the links to all the campaigns in the slide deck. But I love that they utilized team member fundraising. And here's their story section. What do you think about that, Kait?
I think their story section is so beautiful. So this story section, I believe, was created in Canva. Canva is a great free graphic design tool that so many of our most beautiful campaigns utilize. You can use Canva to create gorgeous graphics like this that look not only great on desktop devices, but also on mobile browsers. We know that over 50% of people are going to access your campaign pages on their cell phone or their iPad. So make sure that you've got great graphics. Canva can be a great resource for that. And then you can drop those here right into your Givebutter story section.
Also, can we talk about the branding here, y'all? Like the branding is so consistent throughout. I love, love, love the branding that I'm seeing on the page. And then can we talk about this? Look, they're also interacting with every single donor that makes a donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You did great. I love to see that. That goes a long way. Even if you're just liking a point, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're just liking a message, it goes a long way. And then look at this. Come on, somebody. Campaign updates here. They're taking advantage.
We love a campaign update.
We love a
and
campaign update.
We love a match too. So totally want to point out that Not Today had a matching sponsor that was going in there and matching dollar for dollar every donation up until the end of the year. So powerful. If you have a sponsor, a board member, an organization that is willing to provide a match for you, whatever that is, can be so powerful to really increasing donation volume and the amount of each individual donation as well. Little plug for Givebutter here. This is not going to be launched by this Giving Tuesday, but keep your eyes out next year for some native matching functionalities on Givebutter as well. Little tease, again, not this Giving Tuesday, but very soon. So can't wait to see this get even better as well.
I love that. I don't typically do this, but I do think that for a session like this, we can take a few questions midway, because there are a couple that kind of came through that I think would be good. So from an anonymous attendee, we have access to a matching amount for the campaign. Come on, anonymous attendees, let us know how you found these. Would it be more impactful to advertise a single match for the full amount or a double match for half the amount? For example, should we announce that $90,000 will be matched or that $45,000 will be 2x matched? I don't know what that part means, but.
This is a really great question. And it depends on, the stipulations that your, matching sponsor has placed. A lot of times matching sponsors will have a particular way that they want it represented. So there is that. The other factor is, your donor base, the history of your Giving Tuesday campaign. If last year you had maybe raised $10,000 and getting to that $45,000 mark this year feels like that's already going to be a really big leap, then maybe you do that 2 times match for the 45 rather than it being a 1 times match on 90. If you really you're ambitious and you're ready to go and you think that your community can rise to that occasion and hit that full amount, then absolutely 1 times match for the 90K, go for it. That, again, that match can really drive people to give more than they would have otherwise, more people to give than would have otherwise. And also so many times when you use those campaign updates to say, we are so close, somebody who might have given previously might make another little gift and chip in again
100%.
to get you over that goal. I
was going to say that I actually think I've noticed that a lot is that when someone will make a gift and then they'll announce a matching gift. And this has happened a lot of times for me, actually, when I run campaigns, and you'll see people say, oh, wow, you're so close to that finish line, and they'll jump in and make another gift. And y'all, you don't have to have someone who can match you $45,000. Like, amen, hallelujah, that's a bless, but you can get your board to come together and say, we're going to match $1,000. We're going to match $10,000. Or you can say, we'll match everything that's, made in this next hour, right? One thing that I noticed when I was running my campaigns is that we got a majority of our donations in the morning and we got a majority of our donations in the end of the day. And during the day, it was kind of dull. So what I did was I secured a matching donor for the middle of the day and said, hey, between the hours of 12 and 3, anything that gets donated is going to be matched. And then we started seeing more donations take place in the middle of the day. So people love a good challenge. People love to feel encouraged, and be thinking about this as you're getting ready to launch your campaign. A lot of times we just put the campaign up and we pray for the best. No, think about how you're going to be weaving in the strategy, weaving in ways to keep people engaged, weaving in people ways to be excited throughout the campaign, because that's going to carry you through the finish line. Okay.
Absolutely. And Floyd, to piggyback on that, Stephanie was asking, what if you do only have a small match from your board? And Stephanie, like Floyd said, using that, small match as a particular hour, maybe they're matching, or maybe that's the seed of your fundraiser, right? You're really incentivizing that like first $1,000 that's coming through will be matched, something like that. You can definitely think about it in that way. So a small match is great. We never look down on the size of the match for sure.
100%. All right, let's review one more campaign. The Prospector Theater. We can take a look at the Prospector Theater. Let's see what their campaign is looking like. And we can, and then we'll go into our most active campaigns. So I love the Prospector Theater. They're one of our favorites. I mean, everybody's our favorite. Come on, somebody. But a couple of things that I really, really loved about this campaign. Right away, what pops out to you, y'all? I'm just going to tell you because it popped out to me. $7,000 for our 7th birthday. If you know me, you know I love a good, I love something catchy like this, right? Because it's something that's so easy. It's something that can stick in your head. It's something that you can remember no matter what. Okay, 7th birthday, $7,000. You know what I mean? A lot of times we're thinking about what are our catchy things? Like what are the things that we can do that's catchy? Build it around what you're already doing. You know what I mean? A lot of times you don't have to think super outside the box, right? My organization, I told you last webinar, we were providing free sports for kids. Make your profile picture a picture of you as a child playing a sport, right? Like find ways that keep people engaged, but also tie into your grander vision. It goes a really long way. And I'm gonna shout some of y'all out because some of y'all are doing some pretty creative things this year. I've been looking at some of these campaigns for Giving Tuesday, and you're doing some really creative things. So I absolutely love that. I loved that they also had team fundraising. And again, I'm a sucker for a good brand. I loved what they did here with the brand. What else pops out to you, Kait?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of the coolest things about this story section is that the pictures show the people. And people are so motivated to give when they see who their funds are benefiting and exactly, what it's going towards. So the graphic is lovely. We love the graphic, but having those pictures and that emotional video in there goes so far towards really getting people to make that gift.
I love that. All right, y'all. What are the people saying? Let's see. We got a couple of questions here. How do we decide what number to set as a goal? This is a question from Nancy, by the way. How do we decide what number to set as a goal? We've just been around 2 years and don't have a huge donor base.
This is such a good question, Nancy, and it can be hard to know, what that first goal is. But I would encourage you first to take a look at how much you receive for other campaigns that you have done in the past. What's your just base level expectation, and then bump that goal up a little bit from that. We want to be ambitious and we want to really push people. Giving Tuesday is that first step in the end of year giving season. People are feeling generous, they are feeling grateful, and they want to support your cause. So that to say, when you're setting that goal, be realistic, but be ambitious. And definitely don't be afraid to make that goal public. I have seen some campaigns on the platform for Giving Tuesday where they're hiding the amount that they're raised, or they haven't set a goal because they aren't sure, they don't want it to look bad if they don't hit that goal. It is okay. You can always edit that goal in real time. If you, set it at a certain amount and you're getting close and you want to bump it up to that next level, you can always do that day of. Or if you want to, move that back. If you're midway through the day and you don't think it's likely that you're going to get close, you can always push that goal back as well. So the goal is really a motivator for your donors. On Givebutter, we are going to give you all those funds that you raise, regardless of whether or not you hit your goal. So there's no concerns around that. It's really just a matter of, how much do you want to tell your supporters that you need on that day?
I love that. Natalie also asked, what about nonprofits who are literally just starting last month and we are raising funds for a food pantry? And I love that question, Natalie. If you check out our last webinar that says how to mobilize your supporters and soar to success, my first campaign that I ever ran on Giving Tuesday, we were a brand new organization. We had never run a campaign before. Our goal was $5,000 and we ended up raising $30,000. And the key to success there is relying on your your people. Remember, you know me, I told myself I'm gonna get a tattoo of this at this point. Your people are your partners, not your piggy banks. So bring people along with you to be your partners, okay? Same thing, Danny asked, how do we set a goal that isn't money-based? We want to collect 150,000 diapers. My question to you, Danny, is do you need to purchase those diapers, or are people donating those diapers, right? Because if you're purchasing those diapers, how much does 150,000 diapers cost, right? Because if it's cost you a specific amount of money, put what that is and say, that's going to help us collect 150,000 diapers, and watch your people get involved. For you, Danny, I would try to get other parents who can support, get them to be fundraisers, because they know what it's like and they know how much diapers cost, okay? Get them involved to be fundraisers. I would say, Natalie, if you're the brand new organization who just started last month, are you starting it by yourself, or did you start it with other people, right? If you started with other people, or other people who are supporting you, ask them to be fundraisers. Do you have a board? Ask them to be fundraisers. Do you have a family? Ask them to be fundraisers. Like at the beginning, a lot of times people are supporting you, okay? And the reason why so many organizations burn out so quickly is because you do it by yourself. Don't do it by yourself. If you want to go what? Fast, go by yourself. If you want to go what? Far, go together, okay? We want to go far. You are building longevity. Remember, you're not just building and securing donors, you're securing believers for your organization. And Giving Tuesday is a great opportunity and a great time to do that, because so many people are looking for a new organization to donate to, right? A majority of people, okay, I got about 5 yeses on that. Come on, Kait, come on, I see you, okay? But one thing I realized is a majority of donors, right, give because they're asked to give, not because they did research, not because they have a whole list of nonprofits they're going to be donating to. They give because they are asked to give. What does that tell me? One, it tells me people want to donate and they want to make a difference. 2, it tells me, are you asking, right? You have not because you ask not. So ask this year for Giving Tuesday. Make sure you reach out, make sure you ask, and make sure you bring people along with you, okay? We're not just going for the transaction, we're going for transformation. For you, Natalie, who just started your organization, remember why you started, because you started for a reason and a purpose. Bring people along who believe in that purpose, okay?
Amen.
Right, hallelujah. Okay, so next, let's dive a little bit into some of these most active campaigns. Okay, so really quick, I want to tell y'all, we are, of course, donating over $50,000, and we're going to be giving away 8 $5,000 gifts, okay? So those are our most creative campaigns. But we are also donating $500, $2,500 gifts for our most active campaigns, okay? So these campaigns are people who bring in their supporter goals, and y'all, we want you to apply. Don't get me wrong. Definitely apply, okay? But you don't even have to apply to be eligible for our most active campaign. We're not looking at how much money you're raising. We're not looking at any of that. We're looking at how many supporters are you bringing into your community. Why? We're gonna say it for the 3rd time, because if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, go together. And we are putting that in action, okay? So we want to share a couple of tips and tricks with y'all to help you win some of the most active campaigns. So I'll do the first side, and then Kait, we can give it to you. But one of the things I say, use a participation goal instead of a monetary goal. The person who talked about the idea of 150,000 diapers, I love that. Like, I love what you're talking about. How many people is it going to take you to get to 150,000 diapers? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many people do you need to bring on board? When you bring and you set participation goals instead of monetary goals, you're going to get that momentum going. We talked about matching gift, especially, and Kait brought this up, but especially we were talking about this, if you have a time period, you know what I'm saying? Make a set time period. If you're saying, hey, from 12 to 3, we have a matching gift, make a donation during this time, you're gonna see the momentum come in, and it's gonna pop up to us. Literally, the numbers pop up to the judging staff, and they see, oh, these people have a lot of supporters. Let's go in and see what's going on over there. Peer-to-peer or multi-team fundraising. We love team fundraisers, you know what I mean? So utilize and emphasize that feature, bring people on board, bring them onto what you're doing, and then share your campaign, share it through social media, share it through QR code, share it through, a lot of you guys are doing end of year mail, direct mailing campaigns. If you are doing direct mail, I always encourage you, add the QR code in the mail, okay? Add the QR code so they can take a picture of it, because ain't nobody got time to be sending you postage and stamps text back like, what you want, a read receipt? We ain't got time. We need to make the impact, okay? So, I mean, no, it's okay if you do get the checks, it's fine, keep them. But if you want more faster impact and you want to also take that information and take your giving to another level, I would definitely encourage you to have the QR codes there. What else?
Most importantly, with the QR code, you want to get people to get in that gift, make that gift while they are thinking about it. You do not want to end up in a junk mail pile or in their recycle bin. So
yes,
adding that QR code is going to allow them to make that gift immediately. It's so fast. And you can find that QR code for your Givebutter campaign in the sharing tab of your campaign manager. It's automatically generated for every Givebutter campaign. So some other ideas for you here for engagement. Definitely be sending emails. And I would add to that text messages on the day of. Let people know where you are at. And you can use two different functionalities on Givebutter to get this going. One is engage in your Givebutter dashboard. You can send out email blasts and text message blasts. Those emails will come from your email domain. Those text messages will come from a number that you select. And that is a great way to get the word out to all of your donor base. On Givebutter, you can send unlimited messages to unlimited contacts. We don't like limits around here. You can also send out campaign updates. So campaign updates are initiated from your campaign page itself. That is going to be something that you can send out to folks who have already interacted with your campaign. So previous donors or team members, folks who are fundraising on your behalf, and you can send them out those messages as well. So two different ways that you can send out that mailing, but both of those are going to be through Givebutter.
Love that.
The other option there is for peer-to-peer. And somebody who is just getting started, Natalie and others, use your board members, use that core group of first volunteers as those peer-to-peer fundraisers, and make it easy for them, guys. If you want them to sign up and fundraise on your behalf, then make it as simple as possible. Givebutter already does that. It literally takes 2 clicks to sign up as a peer-to-peer team member and have your own fundraising page. Anonymous attendee had asked, what does it mean for someone to set up a fundraising page? Does it just mean they're promoting your Givebutter page on their social media? On Givebutter, we allow team members to sign up and have their own page on your campaign page. So they get their own story section, they can set their own goal, they get a little list for themselves of who has donated so far, they can send out automated email and text message invitations to their contacts to support your campaign, and all of those donations credited to them get rolled into your total campaign goal as well. One of the most powerful campaigns that I've seen that did this so well was a board fundraising. And they had all their board members be team members, and they recorded like a little 30-second story of why they got involved with the organization and put that on their team member page. We know that people like to give to people that they know. It's that social proof, and having that story about why they got involved was so important to really getting that going. I would also encourage you to have your peer-to-peer team members set goals that are realistic, but also ambitious, like we talked about before. And if you do have a set group that you're starting with, whether that's volunteers or board members, maybe suggest to them what that starting goal could be. And all of that can go in a toolkit that you could create for those peer-to-peer fundraisers. Last one is getting your whole community involved. We love an old-fashioned press release. So if you know that you are running a Giving Tuesday campaign, you want to get the word out there, don't be afraid to contact your local news outlets and partners. Let them know what you're doing. They want to amplify you. We all need some good news at this time of the year, and they want to promote you in that way. So absolutely write a press release. Absolutely get it to your local news agencies.
Love that. All right, so I'm gonna skip through a little of these. Again, check through some of these features, utilize them, everything from elements, y'all. We do text blasts, emails, text to donate, auctions. You already know, we got, if you want it, we got it. You already know Givebutter, okay? Utilize some of these tips and tricks, but I'm going to dive into campaign feedback. And y'all, keep your questions going. I know we have a lot of questions in the Q&A. We will do our best to get to them, but I do want to do some live feedback of campaigns, because we had a lot of people submit campaigns. Is that okay, Kait? Is that good with you?
Absolutely. Let's get into it.
All right. So this first campaign that was submitted is from Santa Maria Philharmonic Society. We love a good Philharmonic Society, okay? Let's talk about this. Let's jump right in. Kait, do you want to take this one?
Yes, absolutely. Is Santa Maria Philharmonic Society here? Are they live with us today?
Are you on the call? Say in the chat, here or
say
not.
in the chat, raise your hand.
I want to see you. Are you here?
Well, whether or not they are here with us, we'll give them a second. There are definitely some things that they can do. Hi, Jessica.
Oh,
wonderful.
Jessica.
You are
Jessica,
here.
you got how many? Okay, come on.
I love it. I love it. So, few things that you can do to really take this to the next level. First one is look at that logo. We've got that great square logo in the top left. Every campaign page is customized with your branding, but we definitely are going to want something that's a little bit longer and a little bit more readable to really have your name be more present. So if you do have a version of your logo that is horizontal rather than square, I would encourage you to upload that in your campaign settings. The second piece around the formatting for the images here is going to be your cover photo. It looks beautiful. I love seeing the whole orchestra there. Let's make sure that that fits in that space a little bit better.
And you can use Canva.
Yes, you can use Canva to resize if that needs to happen. And Grace can also drop in. We have a help center guide that has the best dimensions for that cover photo, and she can drop that in as a link as well. I am curious, you've got your leaderboard here. I love that you've got the various sections of the orchestra fundraising
I didn't even
for
notice
you.
that. I love that.
So are you having members of the orchestra be your peer-to-peer fundraisers?
This is a real question, Jessica, so you can answer. Okay, she said yes. Okay.
Awesome. Love it. So my second question would be, can anybody sign up to fundraise on your behalf, or do we want to keep it just to those members of the orchestra having team member pages? Depending on what you're planning, you can turn on or off those join a team and fundraise buttons publicly. So if you are in a situation, whether that's the Philharmonic or another group, if you only want a specific group of people to be able to be team members on your page, you are going to want to turn off those join a team and fundraise button. That way, outsiders or anybody who is not part of the in-group can't sign up and have that page. So you'll do that in your team and team member settings in your campaign manager, in your dashboard. And Jessica, if you do not want to be a team member on this campaign, I see that you are one currently, you can remove yourself in that area as well.
Somebody asked, Kait, Pam asked, is there, oh, never mind, I can't see it, but pretty much she was asking, how can you invite team members? Like, is there a link that you can send out?
Yes, absolutely. So if you have turned off the public fundraise buttons, or if you have left them on, but you just want to send out some invites, there is a special join link that you can access in your team and team member settings in your Givebutter dashboard. And that's what you'll send out to the folks that you do want to have join. Absolutely. So this story section is looking so good. I don't mind a simple story section, honestly. I think it can be so powerful and so simple, but let's definitely get that image resized. We're going to want to make sure that pictures in your story section are the full width of the story section. I believe it's 1200 pixels wide, and that's so that they look excellent on mobile. Floyd, would you mind just like making your screen small as if you were on a mobile device so we can see what that looks like?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to do that.
It's okay. I think at the corner of your screen, you can just drag.
I can just drag?
Yeah, like get the little carrot on the side of your screen. All right, that's okay. No worries, no worries.
That's why I talk, y'all. This is why
you're good, you're good. So when you have images in your story section, when they are full width, they're going to fill up that full space when somebody's viewing on their mobile device. If they are not, they are going to shrink with the rest of the text as somebody views on mobile. So definitely encourage those full-size graphics and images in the story section. I think that that's going to be even more impactful for your group.
All right, y'all. Yes, we did a lot of talking for Jessica, but I hope this is helping everybody, because I hope that these are points that everyone can take and learn. And y'all, give Jessica some love in that chat, okay? This is not easy, okay? We're asking people to critique their pages, and it's not even critiques. Remember, go far, go together, okay? So we're all in this together. We're all in here doing the thing. So great work, Jessica. Show some love to Jessica in the chat, okay? Thank you. All right, this is for the Maker District. Is the Maker District in the house by any chance? If not, it's completely okay. But if you are, we'd love to talk to you. All right, so I love this organization. I think I love what they're doing. I was actually had a couple of Maker Districts that I've been a part of before in the past in Baltimore. So I actually love what you guys are working on and love everything here. Couple of things. I would just say I'm a big stickler for being kind of specific in your description setting here. I'm very curious about, like, what are we raising money for? And I think this is really good real estate that could be utilized by people. So I would just say, whatever you're specifically trying to do, take us, help us reach XYZ members in 2023, being very clear about that. I love the sizing of your video here. I think this is really awesome. And I think you took really great advantage of your thumbnail here. I think that looks really wonderful. With your donation tiers here, I'm a big believer of, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm a big believer of be as specific as you can, right? Like what we saw with the Unscripted Project, and they were very specific about, what the impact was for every single donation tier. I would love if you were able to add that here, and then also be mindful of, because yes, the donors need to know what the money is going towards, but you as an organization need to know what you're asking for, right? Like, you have the $25, $50, $100 options and whatnot on the page, which is great. But like, what if you only had those options and then they didn't get you closer to your goal? Like, what if you got 100 people who gave you $25, but it didn't get you anywhere closer to your goal? Whereas you knew, if I had 100 people who gave me $75, but I don't have that tier here, then it's getting you further away from your goal. So don't just put out numbers arbitrarily. Know why. Everything starts with intention, right? So once you have an intention, you have a goal, then you can work your way from there. I really do love the story section of this campaign page. I mean, there might be a lot of words here. That's the only thing I would say, but I actually really like it. What do you think?
I love it. I think it's beautiful. I'm a little bit worried about some of the small paragraphs. I think the graphics are great. So like that paragraph about the Maker District there, that can get a little bit small on mobile, especially because this is a graphic rather than text that's going to automatically, size to fit. So I would make sure that you are viewing this on mobile Maker District and just making sure that that is, looking great in both places. I would encourage everybody to take a peek at your campaign pages on a desktop, on an iPad. We know, especially the over 50 crowd are on their iPads, and also on that mobile device as well.
I love that. I can just see my mom right now looking, what is making the donation? I love it. Somebody asked a really great question, because I noticed that they had a monthly option here. Any advice for increasing our monthly sustainer community, not a monetary goal, but a sustainer count increase?
Yes. So if your goal is to increase your monthly donations, first of all, this is awesome. We love monthly givers because these are the people who are going to stay with you through thick and thin. These are people who are really sustaining your organization. And this is how we know what we have to work with month to month, and how we're going to fund our missions, right? So we love a monthly or a recurring giver. On Givebutter, we make it super easy. They can select the frequency that they prefer. Now, one thing I recommend everybody not to do, okay? On Givebutter, you can set which frequency you want to be the default. And we know that sometimes organizations that are trying to increase those monthly givers have monthly selected as the default. Please do not do that. When it is monthly as a default and people do not have to select that for themselves, we put out a call out. We let them know that they are opting into a recurring gift, but people are donating quickly, especially on Giving Tuesday. You do not want a donor coming back to you 30 days later and saying, oh my gosh, why did you charge me again? So please make it a one-time gift as default. They can opt into the monthly gift if they want to. The way that you're going to encourage them to do that is really by calling out that that's what you're seeking in both your campaign page and your marketing materials. So every time you talk about this Giving Tuesday campaign, talk about how you are looking for sustaining givers. You are looking for partners in your work. And these are people who, you want to be making that monthly gift. We also do offer quarterly and annual donation frequencies as well. So you can consider whether or not those are going to work for your base. But definitely recommend, if you are seeking those monthly donors, say that. Ask for what you want.
Love that. Can we take a look at the pages you demonstrated after the session is over? I don't know, but I'm gonna let Grace message you on that. Grace is working behind the scenes, so I'm gonna let her message you. But you do have the examples that we showed at the beginning of the campaign in the slides, and those were all campaigns that were published and successful last year. So you definitely can take a look at those. All right, is this helping y'all? Put in the chat if you like this, if you're enjoying this, put in the chat, okay? Meanwhile, let's try to see if we can get through 2 more. I want to show a form and then we can show an event. So let's go through this form. All right, Kait. I don't know why I keep going. I'm like, Kait, you're the resident amazing expert here. So
I love it. I love it. My whole job is making these campaigns successful, and I'm so happy to do it. So first of all, Hawaii Yoga Institute. Wow, what a beautiful logo you have up there. It is
that's
so
good. I like this.
Oh, I love it. So the logo is really looking beautiful. One thing that I want to point out to everybody here is that they've got an interesting goal number, and they've got some interesting suggested donation amounts. So they're doing such a great job of showing what that amount can do. And I do want to point out, when you give that contextualization or impact statement for that donation amount, that is not restricting those funds. Okay. You are not necessarily saying that that is what you are using that donation for. You are letting somebody know what that amount of money can do for your organization. So don't worry so much about that being, too restricted. If you are looking to fundraise for a specific need and make those some restricted funds for your organization, you can put that in the description and really share that. But with those interesting, that goal number, not just 10,000, but 10,200, not just 25 and 50, but 15 and 35, that's going to stop people. They are going to stop and they're going to consider. And they're not just going to pick a number that's rote, but they're really going to stop. And, our brain is quick to slide over things that we expect and will pause for things that we don't expect. So love those suggested donation amounts.
I was going to say, I really love how specific they were. Like, I mean, I had to pull up my calculator, I'm not going to lie, but 3 full scholarships, the math does add up here. So it's just showing, and $10,200 will specifically cover those scholarships. So they really broke it down in an interesting way. And typically I actually am like, I don't want something to stop my donation flow, but I actually feel like this made me stop in a way to be like, okay, what does this actually mean? You know what I mean? And made me stop and be like, let me figure this out. So I think that was a very intentional thing. I actually kind of like that.
Absolutely. One last thing I just want to mention while we're on a form specifically, because this is the only one we're going to go on. This form is beautiful as a standalone page. It's impactful. There's nothing distracting. It gets to the point, and that's great. This form can also be embedded directly on your website. So if you are intending to send people to your website for Giving Tuesday, or maybe you have a graphic designer who has designed another page for your Giving Tuesday and you just want the donation form, or we have what we call Givebutter elements. It is available in the account settings in your Givebutter account, your account settings. And there are 3 options. It's embedding the form itself, a donate button, or a bubble, and those are going to open up the overlay of the form. So if you are thinking of using a form over a page or an event, that's an option for you as well.
Love that. Woo! All right, y'all. We have 6 minutes left. Let's see if we can go through this. I just want to show what an event would look like. I love this event. Okay. I would figure out how we could edit this image here for your logo, just to kind of take up the space like Kait was talking about. But I love the video here. I love the team members option. I love that this is an event. Kait, you had a really great point about the team members versus the tickets. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes. So this campaign is really interesting, first of all, because it's an event. So this is not Giving Tuesday specific, but they are fundraising on Giving Tuesday for this cause. And they are trying to get people to register for this event, purchase a ticket for the event. And so they are doing something where they have table captains as team members. So Floyd, if you could scroll down to the team member section just to show off there. So they've got all these gentlemen who are the team captains for each of these various tables. And then
And they're crushing it.
They are crushing it, absolutely. And so obviously these guys are folks who had opted in before the campaign launched to say that they were going to be those team captains. They were probably doing some pre-work prior to the campaign. And then in the tickets, folks can purchase a seat at one of those gentlemen's specific table. Okay, so they're doing two options there. They are going to purchase that ticket, and then they're also going to select which team member they're crediting. And that's how they're going to fill up the goal bar for each of those tables as well.
So I just really love how unique they did that. I think that was like a really great thing you guys could think about if you're doing an event, whether for Giving Tuesday or for your end of year, you can utilize that functionality and that feature. Any other high level things that you want to mention before we go to our final points?
One thing I just want to really highlight here is the stunning pictures that they've got going on in the supporter feed. I just think that, again, you know, having those images,
okay.
Oh, like so excellent. I can't believe it. Looks beautiful and so powerful to see those faces on the campaign page itself. So really great use there.
Woo, we did it, y'all. I am so sorry we weren't able to go through all of the Q&A and all of the organizations just because we have literally so many of them. But I have amazing news. We're going to be doing literally this for an entire hour, and it's going to be all Kait. Okay, if you heard all Kait and Holly, but if y'all thought that Kait was good today, y'all will see her in the element tomorrow. Okay, we're going to be doing a deep dive for an hour. You can jump on the call. If you haven't registered, please make sure you register. You're going to get the link. You're going to get the link to the slides right after this, so make sure you register that way. Also, if you don't ever say Givebutter don't love you, okay? Givebutter loves you. We love our Givebutter fam because Kait's team is going to be offering one-on-one end-of-year campaign review, one-on-one. Y'all, you ain't gonna have to sit in a session like this, okay? You're gonna be able to sit with the success team one-on-one. You're gonna talk about your woes. Oh, come on, love Monica. Love you back too. Thank you. But you don't have to just sit and you're going to be able to get feedback. You're going to actually be able to talk about your strategy. You're going to be able to talk about what's going well, what's not going well, what some of your fears are, and we're going to be able to answer them in real time for you. So again, you're going to get this slide deck, and when you do, and the follow-up email, make sure you sign up to get a campaign review specifically from the customer success team. And please make sure you have your campaign ready to go, y'all, okay? It don't have to be published, but make sure it's ready to go so that way you can actually use the time for your success.
Absolutely.
And then get your Ultimate Giving Tuesday playbook. This is free, okay? Givebutter.com/Giving Tuesday. Givebutter.com/Giving Tuesday. Make sure you go there. You can get a playbook. It's over 50 pages of stuff. We're giving you content. We're giving you calendar. We're giving you social. We're giving you all the strategy and so much more to check out and take your campaign to the next level. Y'all, if you haven't joined the Facebook fam, make sure you join the Facebook fam. It's going down. We're going to be in there, especially on Giving Tuesday. We're going to be cheering you on throughout the day. It's going to be like our Giving Tuesday hub. We can't wait to see what y'all are doing and see you all live and in action. Thank you all. Thank you so much. You know, we love y'all so much. We're here to see you succeed, to see you thrive. Keep in touch with us. Follow me on LinkedIn and stay in the loop. And I can't wait to see what y'all do this Giving Tuesday. Okay? We'll talk to you soon. Thank you all so much. Thank y'all. And thank you, Kait. We did it.
Thank you, Floyd. Yeah, everybody definitely add us both on LinkedIn. We are going to be following your success on that platform and boosting those posts, sharing that back. So definitely add us there. We cannot wait to see all of your success this Giving Tuesday and beyond. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.